Take your seat if you wish to stay.
Like, if you don't want to fight, shut the fuck up. If you do want to fight, do the most.
Blueface.
Hello, mate.
So, y'all need to grab a seat because Blueface just got sentenced and is having an emotional breakdown in court following his sentencing. The sentencing comes months after he pleaded guilty to shooting someone at a strip club in Vegas, and it looks like he's learning his lesson the hard way because karma has finally paid him a visit. So, Blueface finally appeared in court after he was charged last year in connection with the shooting of a man named Contavious Trailer at a Las Vegas strip club. And child, it looks like things are really about to get bad for him. It all happened last year when Blueface and his crew were at a strip club in Vegas, and Contavious made a joke about Blueface talking to girls in a cheap car, and Blueface didn't take this kindly. We all know that Blueface has an overblown ego that has gotten him in trouble so many times, and this time was no different. Blueface and his crew jumped the man, and they beat him so hard that Contavious made a dash for his truck in a bid to escape the mess. But it turns out that running away was not enough because Blueface and his crew were not about to let him get away that easily. While he was running towards his truck, Blueface pulled out a gun and fired repeatedly at Contavious. He later claimed that someone on his team had seen Contavious pull out a gun, but people obviously didn't buy this because Contavious was running away from them and couldn't possibly have tried to shoot since he wasn't even facing them. He suffered bullet graze wounds, and luckily, there was no life-threatening injury, but his truck was riddled with bullet holes. Contavious reached out to the police and backed with CCTV footage of the club. The police were on the lookout for Blueface and issued a warrant for Blueface's arrest the moment he set foot in the state of Nevada. Now, y'all know how Blueface has a big mouth and posts everything on social media? Well, a couple of months after the incident, Blueface posted on his social media that he was in Vegas, and cops were on the lookout for him because of the warrant that had been issued against him. He was arrested by plainclothes officers at South Lolo's Chicken and Waffles in Las Vegas, and the cops gave him no chance to turn himself in because they immediately tackled him to the ground like it was an NFL game or something. TMZ also got footage of how the arrest, which showed Chrisean by his side when he was arrested. This wasn't surprising because this was back when she was still obsessed with him and followed him everywhere. After he got arrested, she tweeted, "Ugh, why gotta take you from me?" She also posted a video of her and Blueface before he was arrested by the police and captioned it, "This was 3 hours before they took you from me. Jesus got us. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. I'm your rock forever." Days after the arrest, TMZ reported that Blueface was charged to court and was charged with felony attempted murder with the use of deadly firearm or tear gas, as well as an additional charge for discharging a gun into a house, building, vehicle, or craft. He was granted bail for $50,000, which Chrisean paid, and he was released on that same day. While he was in court, Blueface's attorney claimed that Blueface shot at the victim in self-defense because he saw him reaching for his gun. It gets crazy when you realize this whole drama happened because Blueface couldn't take a joke and felt the joke was a direct shot at his personality. Blueface pleaded guilty in his second court appearance, and the attempted murder charge was dropped. And he also pled guilty to battery and the discharging of a firearm charge as part of the plea agreement he had. Well, it's been almost a year since he pled guilty and has finally been sentenced by the court. He was sentenced a couple of days ago, and the judge handed down a suspended sentence ranging from 3 to 5 years. So this means that Blueface is on probation and has to be on his best behavior, or he goes to jail. According to court documents, the judge revealed that he can't be seen around anyone with a firearm. The judge stated the rapper is playing with his liberty if he surrounds himself with guns. He is also not allowed to attend any strip clubs in the downtown Las Vegas area. The judge also said he can only be in those areas if he has work applications or any legitimate basis to be there, not as a pastime. Blueface is prohibited from interacting with the victim of the shooting or his family. He must stay away from drinking and smoking during the extent of his probation as well. Blueface also released a statement via his lawyer saying, "This morning Mr. Porter was sentenced to probation not to exceed 3 years, and he has the ability to earn a reduction to a gross misdemeanor charge upon successful completion of his probation. He is ultimately just looking forward to getting back to focusing on his music career and moving forward with his life." Fans believe that the rules for the probation are super strict, especially for a guy like Blueface who does not know how to stay out of trouble. I think we can all agree that it's only a matter of time before he breaks one of them because, well, Blueface will always be Blueface. And apparently, he also knows this because sources have revealed that Blueface broke down after the terms of the probation were announced by the judge because he knows it's going to be almost impossible impossible for him to obey all the rules of his probation, especially because he literally can't do anything for fun without getting in trouble. Another source revealed that he has been depressed because he never thought that things would get so bad for him. After the judgment, Blueface commented on him getting probation. He said, "I'm on probation in 2 states. I'm not leaving my house for none other than that money till this clears up." Well, fans also have zero faith in him, and they left comments saying, "Blueface got 3 years probation, but you know he's gonna fuck that up in a matter of weeks, so he's going to prison. We're finally free." How the fuck Blueface gets probation after he did all that on Twitter like he liked just to get probation? Embarrassing. And with both Chrisean and Blueface being on probation, all we have to do is wait for one of them to put themselves in jail. My money's on Blue going first. Shit, they might go together. So, do you think Blueface is going to end up breaking his probation agreement, or do you think he would stick to his probation rules? Let me know what you think in the comments, then check out this next video.